Creepy spider. What?
Yeah, even though.
Oh yeah, he is blinking. And then another gargoyle up on the house. What does it say? Death is but a passing through a door that opens to a new life. True. Yeah. The Grim Reaper's talking to us. And then over there, that house, they go all out too. Let's see. Look at this creepy. Is that a bat?
Yeah, it's a bat. Sounded like a real person.
Oh my gosh, it does. I'll get that in a second. The hands coming up out of the grave. Ah! There's a zombie right there. Ah!
I told you guys, this is the spot for the best brains.
Well, I'd rather eat rats for dinner. This one's a dud. Why not both? Rats for an appetizer and brains for the main course. Even if it is on the lower grade side. Whatever. I'm hungry. Let's eat.
Ah!
Who's up for a spooky story?
Only if it involves brains.
And then look at the clowns. Creepy. And then the duck over there.
Spooky story is to distract this walking meal so we can...
And they've got their porch all like cobwebs for the trick-or-treaters. Oh look, there's a pumpkin over there, and then what's that on the side? I don't know what that is, like, oh, a seahorse. Oh, they've got, look at that scary thing. It looks scary. You can tell we're in the desert. It's getting dark. Can you hear the haunted screams? I want to live on this street. These people know how to do Halloween. Creepy ghost. Creepy, creepy. They've got spider webs in the tree. A couple pumpkins. They've got the birds. Oh look, they got a scarecrow in front of their house, and then they've got, that's so cool. That one's creepy. And then they've got the skeletons. Look at those witches. They kind of look real. And all the spiders on their house. Oh look, they've got skeletons on their cactus now too. The lights aren't on yet, but creepy, creepy. Have you ever wondered what secrets the autumn leaves whisper or what magic Halloween truly holds. Join me as we pull back the veil on October's mystical side, not with spells, but with cards. We're diving deep into a whimsical Halloween look at these two very cute, very nostalgic Halloween tarot. Now, I've had the Halloween tarot, this one, for over a decade. I love how whimsical it is. I've done a walkthrough. This one is created by Kipling West, and it's by US Games. And then this one I just picked up at the store I give readings at, the Happy Halloween Tarot by Soni Graves. So I've opened it and looked at it and gone through it, but I have not done any readings with it. Now with this deck, when I purchased it, it came with a little white book. However, many years later, I purchased a used copy of this book. I'm sure there's a way you can buy the two together, so just pay attention. Otherwise, if you buy just this, it's going to be the little white booklet. I don't know where my little white booklet is because I don't use it. But this book is cute. We have the introduction. And it says, Halloween has always gotten under my skin from the time when I was too young to brandish my own pumpkin carving knife to the years when I was old enough to head out with my friends on my own and things got more interesting. We breathlessly awaited the arrival of Halloween night, deciding whether to materialize as poodles or pirates after a restless school day of scissors and construction paper and a transformative evening of safety pins and chicken wire. Our moment of glory was finally upon us. We have a history of Halloween, Halloween symbols and traditions, a little history about trick-or-treating, jack-o'-lanterns, ghosts and skeletons, witches and black cats, fortune telling, the Halloween tarot, reading the cards, some simple tarot layouts. So we have the 3-card spread, the Celtic cross, which is what I use, the major arcana. So we have a black and white photo and then a little write-up about the card and then divinatory meaning and a reverse meaning. So this booklet, and look, cute. We've got some notes about the author and about the artist. And then we have some more books on Halloween and tarot. So this is 135 pages. And so the major and the minor get, also the minors get a little black and white photo of the card with meaning about the cards and then divinatory meaning and reversed. Now let's take a look at the book for the Happy Halloween Tarot. Look at how cute this box is. We've got a black cat on a pumpkin. Look at that spider web. We've got a witch and ghosts, coffins, a wolf howling at the moon. I love the candy corn on the inside and the backs of these cards, but we'll get to that in a second since we're looking at books. I'll show all the sides of this. We have the Halloween Tarot. The 78 card features many spooky characters, and the minor arcana suits are pumpkins, bats, ghosts, and imps. We have the 6 of pumpkins on the back. And then it says, the festive old-time Halloween world of Kipling West conjures up all that's fun about Halloween. Let the black cat guide you on a trick-or-treat mission to find out what is lurking around the next corner in your world. I love that. So we've got the black cat and the black cat. It's cool. We have ghosts on this one. This one we have fall leaves, which I really like. And then we have an eel, which is interesting for tarot, and a pumpkin and a pumpkin. We've got bones and then some ivy. We've got a scorpion, a lizard, a bat, and it's interesting that we have an eel. And on this one we have ghosts, clouds, a spider, a wolf, the house, a haunted house. It looks like a castle, the moon, a bat. So bat and bat. So it's super cute. Now let's look at this book. We've got ghosts, bats, and a pumpkin. So you can see how stiff it is. I haven't really opened this yet. All right, so we have acknowledgements, a Halloween poem, introduction, about the guidebook, about the deck, and then we have major arcana, minor arcana, and then spreads and about the creators. What is tarot and how do you read the cards? So they talk about the origins of tarot in this. It talks about the court cards, the page or daughter, and then in this, so they've changed the page to this, the knight to this, the queen to reign, and king to ray. So these are the Latin words. So as an homage to my Latin heritage, I have used the Spanglish titles and gender inclusive language to identify the court cards. All right. So that is cool. About the deck. This deck was first created as a gift to myself. I was on the search for the perfect Halloween tarot deck for my own tarot practice. Though there are many lovely Halloween tarot decks out there, none of them felt the way I envisioned. I saw this as an opportunity to create what I wished to see in the world. The Happy Halloween Tarot took about a year of full-time drawing. I believe it. It takes a long time to draw and these cards and come up with the symbols and execute it. We have a very small little black and white photo of the card and then about the card. And then it's cool. This asks you questions. So for the Fool, it says, what new opportunities can I apply myself to right now? Will I listen to internal validation or external validation to make the best choice? Will I listen to the logic in my head or the calling of my heart? What am I willing to risk in order to achieve my dreams? So each card gets a little question. Let's see if it does that for the minors. So it does. So we have 10 of Wands. How can you manage your time to make room for rest? What burdens and responsibilities do you have? And do you feel like you take on too much or not enough? And then for the Page of Wands, the question is, what brings me excitement and how can I lean into it more often? What would I create if I had no limitations? All right, here are the tarot spreads. We have Frightful Good Times spread, Speak to the Spirits spread. That sounds fun. And Recharging spread. And then we have about Soni Graves. All right, you can visit her at sonigraves.com. And she's on Instagram on Soni Graves Artistry. We've got some notes again. So without the about the artist, it's 122 pages. So pretty similar. All right, so these cards are pretty decent. They're not too thin, not too thick. They've got a little bit of coating on them, but nothing too glossy. Just makes them, the coating just makes them nice and smooth. These are way more flexible, so if you like to riffle shuffle. I love how colorful this is. It's a flower and then surrounded by bats, pumpkins, skeletons, and ghosts. More bats with coffin and then spider webs. And it's colored like cotton candy. This is my favorite. Hear that? We love it. So these are smooth. There's no, it's my favorite. I love this cardstock. These are a little thinner and, like I said, way more flexible than this deck. This Happy Halloween Tarot is edged in black, which is a really nice touch, the matte black. These are not edged. The Halloween Tarot comes with a like cover card and then a card about the tarot. Sometimes our lives seem shadowy and it's hard to tell what's around the next corner, much like Halloween night, when what is imagined is probably much scarier than what is really going on. Okay, so it says the Halloween Tarot deck is divided into 22 cards of the major arcana and 56 cards of the minor arcana in the suits of pumpkins, which are pentacles and earth, bats, which are swords and air, ghosts, cups and water, and imps, water, wands and fire. So I really liked this because, as you all know, if you've watched other videos of mine, I don't like to necessarily read the guidebook before. I like to just jump right in to the cards. So we have the Fool. This one is a skeleton, but still a clown balancing on a ball, which could represent the world, with the flower in his hand, or her hand, the skeleton's hand, pumpkins and bats. It's got a border. This one, the Halloween Tarot has a border, but just the white border. And I like that they both are on the bottom. They both say the Fool, but on the Happy Halloween Tarot, the number is up at the top, and then what it is at the bottom. We have, instead of a dog on both of these, we have cats, which is cool. We have the black cat that's going to probably take us on our journey. On this one, the clown is covered in pumpkins and black cats, which is really cute. And it kind of looks like the clown is juggling the planets and the moon is watching on, and the clown has his clown bag. He's ready, he's prepared. This is just cute. The background, we have some scenery where it's literally just the character. Now for the Magician card, on the Happy Halloween Tarot, we have a little bit more background. We have Saturn, and we have a bat. We have the constellations, spirals. We've got the moon and bats, a tree, and we have the Magician with doing the as above, so below. And it's simple with a skeleton, but super cute, right? And it's dark but colorful. And then on the Halloween Tarot, we have a more kind of Rider-Waite traditional looking card. And we also have the black cat again, which I love it. The black cat, I think, is going to appear in every card, if I remember correctly. And so it's Halloween themed with the pumpkin and the imp and the ghosts and the bat. However, we have the magician. It's like a magician, a stage magician pulling the rabbit out of the hat. I can say that, right? So similar yet different. Now these cards are the same size, so that is nice. The High Priestess card on the Happy Halloween, I love this one because it's a witch. I mean, and she's a cute witch. I love her outfit. And you can tell she's flying through the sky with the bats, and the moon is right here. The pumpkin looks like a moon. So we just see her like flying through the magic. And the High Priestess in this it looks like Elvira or a vampiress, but she's a vampire. And again, on the Halloween Tarot, it has the traditional symbols of the Rider-Waite Smith card. Let's look for where the black cat is. Okay, the black cat is above her, looking down on her. We've got the bat. The bat's hanging from her hands, and she's standing on the moon. So, okay. For the Empress, for the Halloween Tarot, we have the Empress is the Bride of Frankenstein. We've got the leaves, the autumn leaves. And again, very traditional, except she's not pregnant, which is nice. And the Empress on the Happy Halloween Tarot is a pumpkin woman. And again, not much symbolism and not much background. It's really just the character. The Emperor is Frankenstein on the Halloween Tarot and a pumpkin man on the Happy Halloween Tarot. For the Hierophant, we have the Mummy on the Halloween Tarot, and we have a pumpkin for the Happy Halloween Tarot. On the Happy Halloween Tarot, I like how they kind of switch up the background to black, white, orange, black, white, orange. It's kind of cool, kind of fun. If you want a more traditional deck, you would go with the Halloween Tarot. This one is more Rider-Waite based, and the Happy Halloween Tarot is more pip throughout the whole deck, not just the minors. So the Happy Halloween Tarot, we've got 2 ghosts with a heart in between them, and their hearts are connected with this like spirally thing, so that's kind of cool. And the lovers in the Halloween Tarot is a vampire and a maiden who looks like she's writing or reading love letters. And there's the black cat again. And then we have, looks like a dog and a bat and a snake. So the Chariot on the Halloween Tarot is a pumpkin man and driving a hearse. And then the Chariot on the Happy Halloween is a cat riding on a pumpkin. All right, so the 8 card in the Halloween Tarot is Strength, where it follows more of the Thoth-based in Happy Halloween as Justice. The Halloween Tarot, we have the Mad Scientist, and there's the cat. We have a frog, skull, the pumpkin with the brain. Like these cards, the Halloween Tarot just makes me so happy. It's just so whimsical and fun. And the Hermit looks like the Grim Reaper on the Happy Halloween Tarot. His lantern is a jack-o'-lantern. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and isn't this how we feel, right? Like in life, a little scared, a little petrified, like what's gonna happen next? Like, can it get much worse? Like, it's not just a Wheel of Fortune, like he's getting swords thrown at him. And the Wheel of Fortune on the Happy Halloween Tarot is a little bit more mild, right? There's skeletons surrounding the Wheel of Fortune with symbols of bats and the infinity sign, that it's life is never ending. We have the sun and the moon, pumpkins down here. Here is the black cat on the Wheel of Fortune. So on the Halloween Tarot, 11 is Justice, and 11 in the Happy Halloween Tarot is Strength. So of course the Justice card is a pumpkin head weighing out. This looks like parsnips, which was, I think, wasn't it parsnips that were originally what were used as jack-o'-lanterns in Ireland, I think. Against a rat. Interesting. Here's the cat. And then in the Happy Halloween Tarot, we have a lion and a cat, the infinity sign, a moon, and a jack-o'-lantern. And then we go to the Hanged Man in both decks. We have a scarecrow and the cat's down here. And we've got crows and the night sky and the fall leaves. And the hangman in the Happy Halloween Tarot is black background with the border and then a bat hanging upside over and the moon's underneath. So we have the Death card, which in the Halloween Tarot, the Halloween Tarot, the Death card, the skeleton looks pretty happy. The pumpkins, the jack-o'-lanterns are happy. We have the Ankh sign. Here's the black cat, who even looks like he's smiling. And we've got these crazy, creepy flowers that could be like sunflowers smiling. And the Death card in the Happy Halloween Tarot, we have the night sky. And it's interesting, the background is black, but the border is white, and which kind of lightens it up. But we have the Grim Reaper here. And then we have Temperance. I love the Halloween Tarot Temperance card. I love this witch with the owl sitting on her hat and the eye up above her. She has plants and her potions and books and spoons and her striped stockings. She has a little dog in her pocket. How cute. I don't see the cat. Oh, here's the cat. Okay. And there's the cat on the bookshelf overlooking her. This Temperance card with the two pumpkins like pouring into each other. I like this rainbow, this Halloween rainbow. I do like this Temperance card too, but this one, love it. The Devil. It's interesting. We have 3 M's or with the devil instead of just the 2 people. And we have a full scene with the devil as a woman. And there's the black cat. And the Devil card in the Happy Halloween Tarot, we have kind of an impish looking bat demon coming out of a jack-o'-lantern. So, very interesting. And then we have the Tower. We have in the Halloween Tarot a haunted house with a ghost. And in the Happy Halloween Tarot, we have the same thing, a haunted house with a ghost. Here's the black cat again. The Tower in the Halloween Tarot has the kind of like the top coming out and the ghosts falling down with a flame. So it's kind of more of a traditional Rider-Waite iconography. Here on this one, we do have this tower. The ghosts aren't really falling out. They're just hanging out. So a little different. For the star, we have 2 very kind of different vibes. We have the star and the cat down here, a gargoyle looking over the town, which is kind of cool. And this one, we've got an open road and a star guiding your way. The moon in the Halloween Tarot, we have the werewolf. And then we have the symbols. We've got the crab. We've got like, or a scorpion or a lobster, whatever. And then, no, the lobster. And a dog. And the moon on the Happy Halloween Tarot, we have the wolves and a spider. For the Halloween Tarot, we have the Sun card with happy skeletons and the cat. And here are those like parsnips again. And then we have the sun here with the pumpkin sunflowers and the pumpkin sun, which is cool. Oh, it's the parsnips. They talk about the parsnips in the, wasn't it The Curse of Bridge Hollow? I like that movie on Netflix. It's a good movie. The Judgment card, very traditional, and then this is a little different. And the World card. So the world is the cat, because the cat is the one who made the journey through all the cards. And this one, it's the pumpkin, because the pumpkin appeared on like all the cards. So we're in the sword suit on both. So in the Halloween Tarot, the sword is represented by the bat. And on the Happy Halloween Tarot, it's a sword. And so here's the black cat. So the black cat's going to go through the minor as well. Two of bats. And so the numbers up here, and it doesn't say swords, but you can see the swords. Pretty traditional. Instead of the 3 swords going piercing the heart, you have the 3 bats around the heart. And here's the cat. And it's raining and it's stormy, so you know that things aren't all well. And this one we have a crow or a raven over an anatomical looking heart with the 3 swords. Is the cat. Now the wands, the imps are wands. Here's the cat. Ooh, I really like this page of wands in the Happy Halloween Tarot. But I love a good, you know, cliche version of witches with her cauldron and her broom and the hat. So I love this page of wands in the Happy Halloween Tarot. As well as this Knight of Wands with the witch flying through the air. Love this. And then, oh man, I have to go with the Queen of Wands on this Happy Halloween Tarot again. But I would say if you get the Happy Halloween Tarot, know that it's very pippish and it's more, it follows the Thoth, where the Halloween Tarot is Rider Waite Smith based and, you know, more of a story. Yes, the minors have been changed, but they're pretty intuitive. You still get the wands here, so you can still tell. Look at this King of Wands. It's a witch with her crystal ball, and she has the crescent moon on her head for Diana, like, and her third eye's open. Like, this is gorgeous. I love this one. And now we're into Ace of Cups, which in the Halloween Tarot is the Ace of Ghosts. Two of Ghosts. They're cute. Dancing together with a black cat flying overhead. Very cute. Three of Ghosts celebrating, and this at least is nice. You've got the cup that looks like it's smiling and they're sharing, so you still get the same idea, at least on this card. Four of Ghosts and the Four of Cups. The Happy Halloween Tarot. Gonna also another smiling cup. She got the rat on top. Five of Ghosts. Or Five of Cups. Six of Ghosts. Six of Cups. Seven of Ghosts. Eight of Ghosts. Ten of Ghosts, Ten of Cups. I like this Ten of Cups. This is just so cute with all the different autumnal drinks, and we got tea and lattes and hot chocolate and coffee, and it's just, this is cute. I like this one. This Queen of Cups is like intense. You've got this anatomical looking heart with the candy corn spouting out of it, and a bat and a cup flying away. Interesting. This is intense with the black background. Now the Queen of Ghosts and the Halloween Tarot, she is a mermaid queen, which is really cool. I like that a lot. I like mermaids, so now we're in Pentacles or Ace of Pumpkins. I love this Ace of Pumpkins. This is so cute. I like the font on this. This is easy to read. The numbers up here, you know, that numbers, at first it took me a minute to see the numbers. And I think if you have a pip deck, it's really important to be able to see the numbers, what card it is, because as someone else mentioned too, like if you're reading pips, it's really important to know the number, because then you use numerology to read the card, to give the message, and then it's like, okay, so this is Pentacles 5, but then you put it in with the earth element, and like, what does that mean? So it helps you to know the meaning of the card, especially when there's no picture. So you'd have to, you know, have good eyesight, or like know exactly where to look. Like this in Happy Halloween Tarot, this Eight of Pentacles, like, what is that telling me? It doesn't really tell me anything. I do like this Nine of Pentacles in the Happy Halloween Tarot. That's cute. Page of Pumpkins in the Halloween Tarot. We have, it looks like Wednesday Addams with her cat and her books. She's gazing at the pumpkin, and the ghost is watching on. And the Page of Pentacles in the Happy Halloween Tarot is a pumpkin skeleton with a book bag, or a bag of, let's see, I can't really tell what it is. Maybe it's like corn. But yeah. I love this Queen of Pumpkins. She has her black cat. She's got the tree with the ivy of the vines and the autumn leaves. The moon is smiling down on her. The stars, it's nighttime. We got the rabbit. She's dressed in a dress with pumpkins. She's content. She's happy. So I really like this one. And the last card, we've got King of Pumpkins for both. I kind of like this King of Pumpkins painting the pentacle. That's really cute. I would say both decks are very, very whimsical. Both decks are really nice. If you want a deck that's edged, has edging, if you like edging, then the Happy Halloween. I love this cardstock. If you're a riffle shuffler, this one is going to be way easier to do that with. If you are more of a Thoth tarot reader, this follows the Thoth. I love the candy corn colors of this deck. It's whimsical, it's cute, it's fun. But this one is such a classic. I love pulling this out every Halloween. It's just so whimsical and fun. I'll pull one card and read from the book from each. Give us a message for Halloween 2025. Message for Halloween 2025. All right, we've got four of pumpkins, excuse me. So I will read the Four of Pumpkins. Just as the earthy pumpkin suit does, the number 4 connects us to the physical world. This crown character is so rooted in this world that he is a vegetable man with pea pod limbs, a cucumber body, and a radish head. Perhaps because of Halloween's ancient harvest connection, German-made vegetable people were popular Halloween toys in America in the early 20th century. He is sowing 4 pumpkin seeds in his fertile patch, showing us that it's time to plant in order to reap future harvests. The 4 of Pumpkins is a card of successful ambitious, forward-thinking people who earn their crowns through thoughtful and diligent work rather than empty displays of power. The spiked stone fence represents the need for protection of his possessions and property. Divinatory meaning: stability and prosperity without complacency. For future harvest, it's planting time. Material success from hard work. Miserly tendencies. So I feel like this message is definitely like about, I've noticed in at least Roswell, people haven't, or maybe just barely starting to put out their Halloween decorations. Granted, it's still been in the 80s. Tomorrow's going to be 87 degrees. It's still very hot, very sunny. And it just doesn't feel like autumn here. I know when I lived in Phoenix, I really didn't decorate for Halloween because it was summer. It was perpetual summer. It's hard to want to celebrate something when it doesn't feel like the season. I have finally pulled out my Halloween decorations and started putting some decorations up. And we went to our favorite house, even at our favorite house in Roswell. They didn't go all out this year either. We are back for the 3rd year in a row to the best house in Roswell, New Mexico. Nice dog. The Headless Horseman, the big skeleton. I think this tree talks too. Maybe not. Gargoyle. That. Look at the snake in the tree. Ooh. Spirit Hallows Cemetery. Ooh. It just seems like kind of a sad Halloween this year. I don't know if anyone else is feeling it, but I know I am. I know we're going to try to decorate sometime this week. And I think I'm going to keep up my Halloween decorations, even the ones outside, until after Christmas, just because it hasn't felt like Christmas. Definitely, I don't even want to think about Christmas, but it doesn't feel like Halloween. It doesn't feel like fall here. All right, so for the Happy Halloween Tarot, I got the Hierophant, the message for right now. And this says, candles are more than just light in the dark. They are lit with the intention of making an offering or connection to those guiding us from the other side. These black flame candles were lit with spiritual intentions, and they shall continue to burn as their knowledge is passed down through the generations to come. The Hierophant speaks of traditions, institutions, and cultural heritage, sometimes seen as religion itself. The Hierophant goes deeper and deals with finding guidance and direction from a trusted outside source. We can only go so far on our own. There are times where we should consult mentors or teachers. This can be an individual person or a community or culture. This card deals with knowledge and being taught. True mentors should want their students to outgrow them eventually. But no matter how spiritually mature someone is, they are still human. But no matter how spiritually mature someone is, they are still human and therefore imperfect. It is a balancing act with our ego. At its best, the Hierophant channels heartfelt guidance, knowledge, and community. If this balance is not maintained, you face the risk of cult leaders, secretive gatekeepers, or manipulative dogma. Regardless of these possible pitfalls, life needs community and spiritual traditions. The Hierophant asks us to find this and to consider who we trust in order to progress. Also, who we give spiritual authority to, when, and why. Once we find ourselves the teacher to someone else, we are asked to reflect on our own intentions. This is a responsibility that should be bestowed wisely, regardless of what kind of group we decide to surround ourselves with. We must make sure that our goodness and divinity is reflected back. Whom do we entrust with our growth? How do I guide others? How can I receive guidance from those I trust? What traditions are worth keeping? Which ones are worth changing? Interesting that that card flew out at me as I was talking about how living in different areas of the world, or not the world, but well, the world, or the country, autumn doesn't hit the Southwest until really November. This year for Roswell has been warmer than normal and wetter than normal. So we've gotten a lot of rain, which is nice. We need the rain. And I'm sure up in northern New Mexico, it's fall. Like it feels like autumn. But here in southern Roswell and southern New Mexico, it doesn't feel like autumn yet. It probably won't start to feel like autumn until November. And I know in Phoenix, it did not start to cool down, and it never really cools down. But when I say cool down, I mean like get into the 70s until November. I watched a really interesting video from another witch who talked about how she no longer celebrates the Wheel of the Year because it doesn't pertain to her, and how she kind of has created her own traditions, her own ways, because the Wheel of the Year doesn't fit. And that kind of goes with, especially when I lived in Phoenix, the Wheel of the Year didn't really pertain to where I live, because there's only summer and summer light, and then spring in Phoenix. Springtime in Phoenix is absolutely gorgeous. I love springtime in Phoenix. New Mexico, in southern New Mexico, in Roswell, we do get autumn. It's just later. And, you know, we do get a little bit of cold weather for like a week or two here. So, I mean, we have a little like slight seasons here, but it's not as pronounced as like the Northeast or the North. It's fun to celebrate Halloween. I don't want to give up celebrating Halloween. It is my favorite holiday. It's really the only one in the Wheel of the Year that I acknowledge. So I don't know if I would give it up, but let me know. Has it felt like autumn this year for you? Are you all... That's moving. These are new from last year. The spider web. Their little graveyard. The skeletons over there. Cute. Have you started decorating? Are you all ready? Leave your comments down below. The window at Alien Enchantments looks so cool with the black light. Got the man eating plants right there. And then the big ones. And then you've got the Nightmare Before Christmas. I like the alien. So much for watching. Have fun and keep on shuffling. Bye, y'all.